But the fact that something is old or you are used to a certain thing does not make it correct. Am I making sense? And the fact that something is new does not mean you should just swallow it like that. I want you to think. Now, when I was much younger, I'm still very, very young. There was this tendency to want to defend God's character. If you have ever preached the Bible before, I'm sure you wanted to do it. Like, especially in those places where it looks like God is killing people. Now say, my father cannot kill now. My father cannot kill. My God does not kill. How many of you can relate? Especially when you meet certain people like agnostics, like atheists. They will now tell you, how can you be serving a God that inspires genocide? You should read the Bible. There was a man called Elisha that was bald-headed. There are 42 children one day just started laughing at him. Bald-headed man, bald-headed man. And the guy looked at them and said, if I be a man of God. And 2 she-bears, in 2 Kings 1, came out and mowed the children. Now, how do you defend that one? They say, well, there's God of man, there's man of God. But which power did Elisha use? And I say, no. So when I say God does not kill, so it must be the power of the devil. The implication of that statement. So sometimes when Jesus now comes and says, if you snap the left cheek, turn the right. They didn't even slap Elisha. So is it that Jesus is not a weaker version? So usually when I explain it, is that the God of the Old Testament is different from the God of the New Testament. Hey, that one was past. Because if God is changing, it means we cannot worship him. You have killed what faith is. You have destroyed faith. Because what faith is, the meaning of faith is constancy. So there is consistency in God's character. Am I making sense to you? Malachi 3:6. I am the Lord God, I change not. Right? I change not. Are you seeing that? In chapter 13, the same yesterday, the same today, verse 8, the same forever, same God, same story. And that is the foundation of our faith. That God does not change. That means God did not change from Old Testament. There's no old God and new God. There's no God 14.0. There's no absolute version of God. So if there's anybody that is changing, it must be man's understanding. So New Testament, Old Testament is old and new. So